Give me thumbs up. Back. Everyone is back. Good. Awesome. Good job. I hope everyone had a good break. Any questions so far before we move forward? Good. Everyone is doing good? Awesome. So let me go back to my forum just to make sure we respect our forum. We covered the CH mod. We covered grep owner, right? We explained about how the read write works. And this is very important. So we spend time on groups. We covered that part. Then now we're going to cover tar command. Now this is like a very interesting command. The tar command means in old fashion. If you have seen like old fashioned movie, the music and all, there was a reel. Do you guys remember? Big gigantic reel, and then the reel like this, and then you have like that. That's called tap archive. So it used to be magnetic tap. If you remember, like cassette. We used to play cassette in our car, right? So in old fashion, like I'm talking about 1990 to 2000, when you want to store data, we were not having memory stick, or we didn't have a what you call CD or DVD. We used to have a tab, and that tab we call tab archive. So all data backup used to have in tab archive. Why do we use tar command? Mostly archive. Speak with me. Archive. Archive means like for old storage. So like example, I have something and I don't need it. I'll put it in tar, and then I keep the tar file. That's it. I can compress tar. But if something happen, I can get the tar and recreate my file. So example, in 2023, I file my tax return. I tar it. Tar is nothing but kind of zip type of thing. I'll put it. But then I need in 2026, I can untar it. Make sense? So tar command has 3 commands. How many commands? 3. You all need to understand step by step, so you will appreciate. First, I'm going to draw it. This is a little harder command, but it will be useful command. So what happened? Let's say your file 1, and your file 2, and your file 3. So far so good. I want to copy together as a one tar file. So tar file, it will create a file where all 3 files are inside. Make sense? So when you create, it's called C. C stands for create, V stands for verbose, and F stands for file. Create verbose file. Means basically you can see on the screen, all 3 files will be combined and kept as a one tar file. In industry, we call tarball, but actually it is file, has all 3. Can I have folder also? Yeah. Can I have subfolder? Yeah. Can I have multiple folder? Yeah. All backup. Make sense? So if you want to back up something, you do tar. But then later on, you say, man, did I do right or wrong? So there is a command called TVF. T means terminal, V means view, and means display. So you can see on the screen, then you will say file 1, file 2, file 3. You will see it just to display tally. Basically, you are doing tally. The tarball has this file. So TVF doesn't do anything, it just display what you have. But let's say somebody deleted this file, and you want to recreate this file from tarball. Then we call X stands for extract. X stands for VF. So you can recreate the file. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yes, sir. So when you're tarball, it's a peace of mind. It's just like a backup. It's just like a backup. Good thing or bad thing? So now the question is, when should I do tarball? If I'm trying to change something, configuration file, some important thing, then it's a safety net. Always take a backup. And the backup is a tar command. You can take an entire folder backup, or you can take bunch of files as a backup. And then do it. And if you made a mistake, undo it. Make sense? So here, so how many commands you have? 3. First command is always create. Second command is always to display. And third command is to always to extract. So all those things I have documented here. Please pay attention. We are saying create a tar file and combine these 2 files. So these 2 files will be combined and created in tarball. Then we can say display. So somewhere we have display. We say display there, so it will display and extract. I'm going to do step by step. Are you guys ready? So let's do it. So go in AWS console and let's clear the screen. And this is a brand new exercise. So in case if you just join, you can still do it. right? First, we're going to create a dummy file, couple of dummy files. We're going to create a couple of dummy files. Let me show you. Any problem here?
It's frozen. Yeah.
You can just reconnect. Okay. So first we'll say echo. Please follow along. Echo, double quotation. Please type echo, double quotation. This is first file. And double quotation complete, greater than, we'll say first, just a file name. And we'll do the same thing, echo, double quotation. This is second file. Double quotation complete, greater than second. Please create two files. You are comfortable with double quotation, remember, that is the message you're writing to the file. So I'm creating two files. Echo, space, double quotation. This is a first file, double quotation complete, greater than, and then first. This is second file. Good. Everything is good, live? Anything you write in double quotation will be written in the file. Make sure one greater than means right. Good so far. Please understand echo command allows you to create file. You're writing to the file. We have done in the first week. As I said before, I repeat more commands so you can have repetition. So how many files I created? 2. So if you do ls minus l, ls space minus l, you will see all 2 files, including your history. Remember, including your history. So I have first file created, second, I can see that. Now these 2 files, I want to archive. I will understand the concept. So I'm going to create a tarball from this file. Are you guys ready? So first, we are going to create a tarball. So command, make sure you always see on the screen and type correctly, so you will understand. Always remember double quotation, always end with double quotation. And then proper, right? Double quotation, always end with double quotation. If you are making mistake in uppercase, lowercase, you will have problem. Yes, Avni, question?
Yes, sir. What's the command for bringing the $sign back?
It means Control C. Anytime you're missing Control C. When you do Control C, you will get dollar back. It only happens when you start double quotation, but you don't end double quotation. So do Control C. Everyone understand, right? Control is a switch and C. Cut. Control C. Did it come? Only?
Yes, thank you.
You know what is the important part, right? Dollar came back. That's the important part, right? Dollar came back, right? That's very important. And you want to understand joke, but this joke apart. You guys understand? Dollar came back. I'm coming from India, and in India, everyone knows rupees, and everyone likes dollar. So if dollar disappears, it's a big thing. You don't understand. It's 80%. Right now, it is 87 times. 87 times. Means if $1 equal to 87 rupees. So if dollar lost, 87 rupees lost. So dollar came back. Anyway. So now I have 2 files. I want to create a tarball. So let's start. Tar, 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 space, dash CBF. Dash CBF, C stands for create, V for verbose, F means file, and file name, let's say example, my tar and dot tar. That's your file name, tar. Then you can say, I want to combine first and second file, and you press enter. So it will create a tarball. It create a new file called tar. We call tarball sometime. New file. It will create a new file where it will put first inside and it will put second inside. Make sense? You know that file you created with the content. Do you guys agree or not? So it push the file here. So you first and second is push inside the tarball. So far so good. It's just like a safety box. You kind of copy it, backup it. Now if you do ls minus l, you can see that your tarball created. Give me thumbs up if you're understanding. This is created. It has 2 files, first and second. So far so good. Now I'm going to delete. I'm going to delete first and second. I'm going to explain. I'm going to delete first and second. Yes or no? So let's do that. So you can say rm minus r minus f, first and second you're deleting. Make sense? So you are now deleting. So technically you don't have that file. rm space minus r space minus f and first and second. So if you do ls minus l now, you have only tarball and original file. So what I did is I deleted the original file first and second because I know that is part of the tarball. You guys agree? It is a part of the tarball. So far so good. So tarball has these two files. It is a safety box. It's there. I deleted the original file. Do you guys understand that? So now I want to know what I have in tarball. Like I come after 5 days or maybe 5 months. I want to know what is inside the tarball. So I can say tar tvf and say my tar dot tar. And you can see that it says that there are two files you have inside. Inside the tarball, you have two files. So tvf and your tarball name. So this tarball name is the same tarball name. So if I do that, it says that you have two files inside. tvf doesn't do anything. It just shows what you have inside. So you're kind of seeing what you have inside the tarball. That's all you're doing. tvf doesn't do anything. It just displays. But we deleted two files. I want to get it back. So the third command is tar xvf. X means extract. And then your tarball, my tarball. Now you press enter, both file is recreated. And if you do ls minus l, and you're going to see both files are back. Your both original files are back. Even you deleted after xvf from your tarball, you recreated these two files because you had the two files back. If you see the content of cart first, you will say same content. Make sense? Questions?
So, and it's the original date that it was created, not the
exactly
the date where we bring it back. Okay.
Everything is maintained.
You know, Nick, when you did the ls minus l, and it gives all the files in there, right?
Right.
It has the date and time.
Everything maintained.
Before the date, those numbers, that's the file size, right?
This one, yeah. Everything maintained.
So why is first and second are so small? Why is the tar file so big?
That is internal maintenance, right? It's internal. This one, please understand, this one has a lot of metadata.
Okay.
It has a metadata, which is additional information, which will help you to investigate and all. Those inside. It is not like adding this 21 to 22. There is a metadata. It's a safety box. So it has a lot of details, which it's maintaining.
That's why you're able to extract the file.
Correct. And you can also preserve the timestamps and all. There are a lot of goodies are there. I'm just trying right now basic aspect just to make sure the tarball means that. So far so good. Let's do one more time. Clear the screen. Clear. Whole exercise we're going to repeat one more time. Ready? So we'll do echo, double quotation. This is first line, double quotation complete, and I'll say data one. The file name is data one. Echo, double quotation. This is second line and data two. So I have two files, data one, data two. So first, if you do ls minus l, you will see lots of files. Good. So far, everyone is good. Please understand. Remember, echo command always start with double quotation, ends with double quotation. In case if you lost $, you do Control C. Control C means cut. Linux does not write uppercase, lowercase. So make sure you be careful. So far, so good. Let's say I want to create a tarball for these two files. So what's the command? Tar space CBF, right? You're going to say file name. So let's say new tar. So I'll say new tar dot tar. You can give any name. And then you say, I want to combine data one and data two. I can combine first one, second. I can do as many files. If I have a folder, I can combine that also. So you can have multiple folder. I can give name. I keep giving name after space. It will combine all. Make sense? You can also combine tarball inside tarball. It's just like a backup. Make sense? So I have two files. You guys agree? Now you can say it's copied. So if I do tar tvf, I can see what file I have. Give me thumbs up if you are clear with the two command. CVF bring these files inside the ball. And then DVF will show you the file you have inside. Make sense? Yes, no? Good so far? And if you delete the original file, let's say I delete the original file, so I'll say rm minus r, rm minus r minus f, data 1 I'm deleting and data 2 I'm deleting. So that file is gone. And if I extract the tar xvf, xvf means extract, new tar, and both file will be created. Both file will be created. So when you remove the original file, you can still get back as long as your tar is there. So normally what I normally do, anytime I do configuration change, I create a tar ball and then keep the tar ball in a safe place. So in rainy day or in accident, I can always roll back, which is called extract. And I get my file back. Question, concerns now. How many commands? TVF means display. CVF means create. And XVF means extract. Pretty simple. Understanding? Why do we do archive? Archive or backup. Archive or backup for safety net. Clear? People on phone, any questions so far? So that is here. Now let's do zip. Zip is very simple as Windows zip. Everyone understand? Zip does compress, right? So if you have one file, big file, you can compress it. So how you do that? So command is very simple. Zip, whichever file you have, you can put it all and it will compress it and create a new file. So this all file, please understand, all this file will be compressed as this file. But if you want to go back, you do unzip. Unzip means you go back to the original file. So please understand, you have a bunch of files and say, I want to take it and compress it. So you can save some space. And when you want to uncompress it, you can do unzip. So let's do this thing so you will see that. So if you go back to your Linux window, so far so good. So now let's do ls minus l. So I have a bunch of files. So let's example, I have a bunch of files, data 1 and data 2. I have these two files. Let's say I want to create a zip file. When I do zip file, they both will be disappearing. Listen carefully. And I will have zip file created. Are you understanding? I will have zip file created. And when I do unzip, I'll get this back. Making sense or not? Because the reason we used to do this thing, because when I'm talking about this command is not created now, this command is created a long time back. So the time where people did not have memory still. So let's example, if I want to transfer data, if I transfer data in a raw format, it used to take a lot of space. So hard drive was very limited. So what we used to do, we compress. So it takes less space. So you can copy in a hard drive, and we used to ship hard drive. Make sense? So this is more to save hard drive space. Now hard drives are very cheap. You don't need it. This is the command. So let's do it. So we're going to say zip. Now file, you can give a file name. So let's say data 1 and data 2 and press enter. So it creates zip file. So when you do zip, it takes these two files and create a new file, zip, and it will compress these two files, and these two files will disappear. It will disappear. So if you do ls minus l, you will see zip file, but you will not see that other file. So you can see here, these files are now zip. You can see here, these files are zip. Now you may argue that original file was smaller byte and zip file is a bigger byte. The reason, when your file is tiny, you can't do too much zip. So there is a metadata file is there. But if you have large file, it does pretty good compression. Small file, it does other way around because there is a metadata. Metadata means it has some additional information. That overhead is there. But if you have a large file, it does pretty good compression. Right now, you can see the file has extension zip. So this is not a normal file. So here, please understand, when you have normal file, you do cat command. Yes or no? Cat and file name, and you can see that. But this is a zip file. So if you want to see what you inside, you need to unzip. So if you unzip, you will get this file back. Make sense? So let's do that. So we'll say G unzip, then file name, data1.zzip, and data2. If you want to do only one, just say data1 unzip. And if you do ls-l, the file will be back. If you do unzip, so now if you do unzip, you get this file back. You see this file back, but data2 is still there. And if you do unzip data2.zzip, you will get the original file back. Right? So here, if I say z unzip, and I'll say data2, and you can get that file back. So benefit of zip is compression. You can get both file back. Right? So if you're a large file, and if you want to compress, use zip command. If you're a zip file, and if you want to uncompress, you use nunzip. Make sense? Tar command is for backup. Zip command is for compression. Speak with me. Compression. Right? Compression. Compression means you are reducing the size of the file. Tar command is copying file and keep it as a preservation. So in the disaster, you can recover. Good? People on phone, any questions? Okay. Moving along. So now we're doing good so far. So moving along. Find command and locate command. So we'll do. So you can see here, these are like a find. So if you want to find something, like example, you are saying find /home means this location. I want to find /name start.txt. So basically what you are saying, I want to find, is there any file exist like this? So this one is a location and this is the name. So I'll show you so you'll understand. So check it out. First, we'll say find. So if I run find, right? If I press enter, it shows me all files. So do find and press enter. You will see all files. Just a find. So you can see all file it finds in my current directory. So far, so good. Let's say I have lots of files. Then I can say find. Dot means current directory. Dot means current directory. Name, I want to find the name which have a star.tar. I want to find all tar file. So name, yeah, it found it. It is possible unique pattern name. 1 second. That is, so I have it found the new.tar, but it's supposed to find both one, right? 1 second, it find one. Did I miss anything? Or double quotation should not be the problem, but let's do that. 1 second here. Should not be that problem, but let's do that. I don't think that is a problem. Yeah, that is the problem. So let's do that. So find dot means current directory. Name, and in double quotation, what you are looking for to find. So you are saying, show me all file which has a tar extension. Pretty good, right? Yes, sir. So wherever you find, like you don't know, but you are looking for a particular file in particular location. Then instead of dot, you can also give a location thing, like example home, example root. You can give a location and you're saying, look for this file. Look for this file. So let's try one more thing. So example, if I say find dot name, and I'll say double quotation data star and double quotation enter. So it finds all the file which has a data name. Good thing or bad thing? Good thing, yes or no? So find command, figure it out where the files are, and it will show you. Find command, figure it out where the files are, and it will show you. Good.
Excuse me, what does the star mean?
Star means wildcard. Star means wildcard, means anything start with data. Anything start with data. So data 1, data 2, data 3, anything you can bring. So here star means anything, but extension should be tar. That's called wildcard. Wildcard means I don't know, so I'm saying star. And then dot tar. Tar means like extension should be tar always. Star means start with anything, dot tar. So when you don't know, you say star. So here you can say start with data, but it may be data 1, data 2, data 3, data 4, I don't know. So I say star.
Thank
Good,
you.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions? Good. Now there is a command called locate. I want you to understand, find command is your best friend, but sometimes you want to locate something. Locate means where it exactly it is. So example, I'll say locate, let's say who, and I press enter. So found locate, why not found? Let's say locate, 1 second, reach, locate. So they don't have locate command here. Means normally locate is another command which helps you to locate where the file is. So basically locate, because these are AWS Linux. So AWS Linux is a little bit different than normal Linux. It's a part of Linux command, but normally anytime when you, let's example, there are 3 commands which you normally use. Find, which is looking for file, but find look without database. Locate command will look, first it will call the database, which is Linux database, and see, hey, do you have this file, and get you this thing. So locate command make a call to database and get that file. But right now they don't have. But there is another command called which. This is also very powerful. Which command look for commands. Which command look for executable. So example, if I say which, listen carefully, which ls. So it will say where is the ls command. Do you see that? Which ls. It means where this command, every program in a normally in Windows you have installed. Python install, Microsoft Word install. So in Linux, if you want to know where ls is installed, so which ls, it will tell you it is installed here, user bin ls. So here it is installed. It's a good thing. So example, if I want to know, let's say, which uname, how the uname is working. So you can see uname is installed here. Makes sense or no? If this is not installed, the command will not work. If it is not installed, command will not work. Are we understand? So I'm going to teach you how to install command also. Right? Because something is not installed doesn't mean we cannot install. We can install it. So right now, it's not yours?
No, they are.
Okay. So if you feel like something is not installed, and if you want to install, sometimes it's pretty easy to install and sometimes hard. So like example, let's say I want to install locate command. If it is not there, can I install? So there are many ways to install, but there is a one thing called yet another package manager. So yum command, which is very helpful to install a command. You can install database. You can install database using You can install web server using You can do a lot of good things. You can install. So let's say I want to install locate command if it is available. So what yum command does, it try to make a call to internet and get the software for you and try to install. Sometime it will ask yes, no type of thing, but it will install. So if something is not there, don't cry. Try to install. Why? Because what Linux is a pretty good. It starts with the basic, but it allows you to install as much as you want. It's free. Free, free. But you need to know how to install. Make sense? So let's do it. So let's example, if I want to use yum install locate. So I'll say yum install locate. Hey, I don't have a locate command working. Is there a way you can install? If it is available in a Linux repository, it will go and download for me. And it will install yum install locate and press enter. Sometimes you get error depend on permission because yum command require sudo permission. Yum command will error out. It will require sudo permission. What is sudo here? Admin for that command only. So if I enter, it might not work. It may error out. Do you agree or not? If you read in the error, it clearly says that you need a super permission. Yes or no? So how do I get super permission? Very simple. Up arrow and just a sudo. And run now. Sudo yum and it will start installing. If, please understand, sudo yum install locate. Hello, sudo yum. Yes or no? Yet another package manager. So yum install locate. Sudo yum install locate. This is your best friend lifetime. Remember that. In Windows you install, in Linux this is the only way you will install. Can you forget this command? What is the command? Yum.
You said when you do the yum command, it goes to the internet and grabs the file.
Right.
Does it go to a specific repository in the internet?
Yeah.
Yum is connected to that.
By default, it will go to Linux repository. But you can add repository, which I'll show you. By default, it goes to Linux repository and try to get. Linux has thousands of software free, FRE free. And you will never need any additional thing. But you can also add another repository also. I'll show you as we go further. But when you do yum install, it will ask you, do you want to install? Just say y, lowercase y, and press enter, and it will install locate for you. Do you think it's hard? How many of you are able to install? Give me thumbs up. Sudo yum install locate. Within a second, you're able to install. See, few minutes back, locate command was not working. And now I install. Initially, the reason they don't install because they think it's not needed. So they don't install. So it will be lighter. Your Linux will be lighter. More you install, it will become a big thing. Makes sense? So if you want to only operate camera, you may need a less command. But if you want to operate entire like a space shuttle, right? Most of the space shuttle, just you know that, most of the space shuttle, they use only Linux. They don't use Windows. Do you know that? Why?
It's open source. Just storage capacity.
The most reason they space shuttle and all, they don't use Windows. They only use Linux. The reason it does not require restart. Linux does not require restart.
Yeah, it's stable.
It's so stable. In case if you have not seen Jurassic Park #1, the daughter and father running, right? When what do you call dinosaur is behind, they go to control room and say, Daddy, Linux. Cursor is blinking. What that means? Millions of years, machine will not require restart. Make sense? So that's why most of the like reliable thing works on Linux. You don't need restart. Very good. So now
we've installed it. When we close this session, is this just now part of our?
It will be there. So now locate and command is working fine. Do you guys agree? So locate is working. Now it is locate data 1. So it will find that is data. So it's a hey, I did locate, but in database, no such file found. So locate command look for file, but it look for database. Locate command look for database. If database doesn't have that, it will not work. Right? So example, if I say locate, let's say example ls. So right now, because I just install, listen carefully, it just install. So the database does not have database, no such file or directory exists. So database does not have this thing. But as I'm working on it, the data will be created. Then locate command will find. So in quiz, they will ask locate command look for database first. And in the database, if the command is there, then it will find. But I install it, but database is not yet prepared because we just installed it. When you install, if I close it and come back, it will be there. It won't disappear. This is like just like you're installing software in Windows. Good so far? So far, so good? Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't get it. Why? Even though you installed it, why is
database? This is the database. It's not yet. She cannot state database. So means you don't have a yet database prepared because it is trying to learn from your history, just like what you are doing. It will create a database. As I run my command, slowly create database. Once it create database, then you can locate it. Locate itself is a database, but database has zero detail because we just install it. If I use this thing, if I restart and come back, it will slowly fill the data. Then you can locate it. Because just like think about, you create a new subdivision, but zip code is not assigned. Make sense or no? If zip code is not assigned, you are not going to be finding it. But once you have zip code assigned, then post office people will find you. Same thing, Google will find you. So we just install it. So it doesn't have its own database. But locate command is not error count. Like example, if I say which locate, it will tell you where it is installed.
So you're saying there is nothing in the locate database
Correct.
For the system to locate.
Correct. So locate command is installed, but locate command looks for database, and then in that database, zero entry. So that's why it's not found. Good so far? Okay. Now let's go back here. I'll do a couple of things and then we'll do quiz. So making sure we cover a lot of things. Let's do PS. This is very useful command. PS stands for process. PS stands for process. So let's say if I run PS, I'll see all process like this. PS means process. So right now, if I just run this thing, then it says I started terminal and I'm a best terminal. This is my terminal. That's all it is. But if you run this thing, PS, please pay attention. PS AUX. A means all. User executed all process. AUX. AUX. You're gonna get a lot of things. Remember, AUX. You're gonna get a lot of things, right? And you have no idea what is going on. So this is similar as Windows startup service. So when you start Windows, there are a lot of things starts. Yes or no? This is the background services. So like example, somebody asked, do you have database running? Do you have a web server running? So what we can do is we can use PS and then to pipe, and we can say grep, and we can say HTTP. Is there a web server running? So right now, web server is not running. So PS AUX command, and then I have pipe, and I say grep HTTP. If there is a web server running, it will show me server is running. Make sense or not? So like example, I say PS AUX means all process running for that user. Then I say pipe. Let's example, I want to say just an example. I want to see, is there any worker running? So I'll say grep worker, means you are narrow down what process you are interested in. So worker. So I can see this many workers are running. Again, what is worker and all? It's not a point of interest. PA-UX shows that what are the processes running. Then you're filtering, is it running, database is running? Is it FTP is running? Is the web server is running? So you can see that. More I will cover how to control the process in coming class. But right now, I just want to make sure you understand this is very powerful. Why? What happens? Sometimes these processes will take memory, CPU, and IO. Listen carefully. Memory, CPU, and IO. Are you guys ready? You guys know Task Manager in Windows? Yes. Say yes or no. This is like that. So how do I see who is eating in Linux? Who is eating up CPU? Or who is eating memory? There are so many processes running. Yes or no? So there is a beautiful command, which is very useful command, which is called top. TOP top. Please remember this command. TOP top. Top command will tell you, show me the top, high CPU utilization and memory. Top and press enter. TOP top and press enter. And you will see nicely beautiful this thing. Give me thumbs up if you are able to see. Yes. Top command, TOP top. I want you to pay attention. This is very, very important command. First, it will say CPU. Right now, you see here, right now, no one is using CPU. It's a good thing. Yes or no? But memory, one program is using memory. Now, listen, when you are a system admin, you have to worry about two things, CPU and memory. CPU and if somebody is using 100% CPU, what will happen? What will happen? Sorry?
Crash.
If someone is using 100% CPU, what will happen? Your machine will hang.
The system will be slow or crash.
The machine will hang. It means nothing will work. So example, if database is running, you can't connect to the server. If something is running, so how would you know that someone is eating machine? Top command. So top command through, you can see which program, please pay attention, which program is using CPU. Let's say somebody is eating memory. Then you will see here memory utilization. Yes or no? Now read here. CPU right now is 0. Memory, total memory you have. So here you can see here free memory. We have quite a good free memory. And use memory this much. If your free memory is almost 0, just an example. If free memory is 0, what does that mean? Someone is utilizing almost all memory. So the process which use 100% CPU or 100% memory, you will see through process ID. Process, what that means? It means that process is a killer process. Let me repeat. In a Windows, when you run Word, you get a process ID. You run Excel, you get a process ID. When you use PowerPoint, you get a process ID. When you use Chrome, you get a process ID. But let's say Chrome, you have YouTube and all thing going on, it's going to eat up memory, CPU. Do you guys understand? Yes or no? So now after a while, your Windows machine will hang or become slow. So in that case, you go to Task Manager and delete that task or end that task. Here, if you feel like some of the program is eating your memory, you kill that task. What are you going to do? Kill and then use the process ID. Can kill one. So you are killing that process, which is nothing but end task. I'll show you next week. But if you don't know top command, you will not know which program is eating CPU or memory. So this is only admin use this. We'll cover next week that command. Sounds good? Yeah. Right. So far, so good. I want to start a quiz. At least some of the quiz we should do. Right? We have 2 quiz to cover. So let's do first quiz. Let's see how much you remember it. So first quiz for the day. Okay. What do you think? What is the command?
We find
Find
line matching a pattern.
Pattern? You guys are good. Let's go. Which one do you think?
First,
CHMOD.
Very good. That's not bad. Next one.
Second.
find files and
Find files and directories.
Very good. What about this one?
gzip,
gzip.
Make sense of it. What is this one?
Archive.
archive file,
Archive.
Good. Very good.
user add,
User add.
Very good. What is that? How can you see which user belongs to specific group?
group,
No, yes, won't be there.
union,
Now, this two, this two.
group.
How
and
can you see
first one,
which user belongs to a specific group? Maybe this, maybe this. I think UNAME is the operating system, right? So this might be the right. Right? UNAME means operating system, right? Next one.
List process.
Let's
That's
process.
List process.
Ali, what is the command, my friend?
WC,
WC.
Hmm?
Execute
execute command
commands with the
PWD.
It's okay to speak up something. We'll remember long period of time.
System,
Display
system
system.
information.
change group, third one, C,
CHRP.
Group ownership. Compress and
GZIP.
decompress files.
gzip.
This one is, see, they do both and they say, right? So this one is compressed, but uncompressed, I might be having tar,
unzip.
right?
G answer.
No, unzip is not there, but tar command can do both.
Oh.
Compress and uncompress. So let's see again, because tar command can do this. Zip, you need a gun zip, right? So let's see, because they are saying and, I'm thinking it might be this one. Now it says zip. So
Archives
they
and
should not have,
commands.
they should, in tar command, you have -Z also option. Tricky. Next one.
Change file permission.
How did you guys do? Pretty good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just really quick, what was the answer to the compress and decompress? Was it?
Zip.
It was gzip. Okay.
So actually, you know, right? Compression zip does, decompression unzip does. But anyway.
Okay. So tar
That's-
just archives. It
tar
doesn't
does both,
archive
okay?
and
Tar does
compress.
both. Tar does compress also. So
Oh,
tar has
okay.
an option called -z, which can zip also. So that ideally, that's what I'm thinking. Anyway,
Okay.
second quiz, ready? I want to make sure you all know. Ready? Let's do it. Let's do it. So here, what is the default home directory for new user? Home, new user. You guys agree?
Root new user.
Whenever you create any user,
Uh-huh.
start with home always, and then Tom, like that. So in case if you don't know, if I go here, if I want to come out from the top, you just do Q for quit. So if I do ls -l/home, you will see two user, home, Tom. Do you guys agree? In home, you have Tom and Amy. Do you guys agree or not? We created this user today. Yes or no? So anytime you create user, they go inside home and then they create the directory. That's clear. Next one. So we did this one. Next one. User mark.
User mark.
What is this one?
User add.
AG.
User mod. AG.
Do you do that? Yes. Sir.
Mhm.
We had a space with
Yeah.
It was minus a space. minus a.
Here it's a quiz. It's a quiz. What will do?
Deletes the user test user.
Create user. So not this
Oh,
one.
is that M? I thought, sorry, never mind. Thought that said RM.
Do you guys agree?
User add user.
Yes or no?
Okay.
You're doing user add. What else can happen?
Sounds right.
Create, right? It's just a message. So it doesn't matter sometimes, but user add. So make sense? Sometimes it tricks with the option.
3 CH.
Third one.
Do you agree? Do you agree?
Mhm. Change the group ownership.
Yes. So far, so good. Easy. What about this one?
Okay.
I think this might be this one.
Mm.
Right? Let's do that. I'll show you. So if I say grab, right? Grab, what is the command here? 1 second. What is this here? So for that, it says grab username. So let's do that. Here, grab user, and username is Tom. So it will show you. Let's do this. Let's check. First, I'll say ls-l, right? And then I'll say grab, right? And let's say Tom. So I can get Tom. This file is created by Tom. They are saying user Tom. So seems like I don't have Tom right now, but let's say EC2 user. Let's see EC2 user. So you can see that. Let's do this way. Grab user. That's what they are saying, right? What is the command they're saying? Grab user username. But that is username is EC2. There's user. It's sometimes giving warning, but oh, you. Sorry, that's you're saying you, not a user. Okay, it's obsolete. It means old command. So they are not liking. Anytime you're stuck like that, it's just to Control C, so you can come back. It's an old command, so that's why it's not working here. That's fine. But I think it's this command. Next one.
The third one?
Yes, remember, locate use database. Remember, locate use database? Well, find command does not. So very good. You remember it. Awesome.
Tail.
You guys know tail command?
Mhm.
Tail -10. So you get that. What about this one?
The second one.
Head.
What was the first one?
Head
Yeah.
-15.
Do you guys agree? Here. What about this one? We just covered.
List
TSS
first one, or like
manager.
second one first.
You guys agree? It's okay to speak, guys. Remember, it's easy. Next one.
TSS.
I think this might be the, you're grabbing, right? Most likely, I'm assuming. I don't know. Looks to me, PS, if I do that, then grab means specific user. So I'm hoping that this one is PS. Let's see it. It's okay to say, right? PS minus U EC2 user. Yeah, it looks like U stands for user. So it gets that. Sometimes you need to run and check, right?
More.
Do you guys agree more? Yes or no?
Hmm.
What about this one? This is something we did today.
Extract its GC. Archive. Oh, is that the zip, the tar and the zip archive and the zip you're talking about?
That is the reason, because tar command has both facility. So Z command means zip. It does zip also. Tar command does do zip. That's why I was telling. But anyway, so last command for the day.
The purpose of this.
Allow user to execute commands and then
Makes sense? So far, so good. How did our day go so far? Thomas, I just need promise that you guys will do homework. Some of the homework, it's listed here. We have not covered all. We'll cover in coming class because too many things in one day is not good for health. We'll cover that. But in the same forum, if you scroll down, I have homework. And if you see the most of the homework, I systematically did. So you should not have a problem. So example, create 3 files. I gave a hint here. Do you think it's difficult? Right? Create tarball. Do you guys know how to create tarball? Display content of the tarball, TVF. Delete the file. Do you know how to RM-RF? Extract the tarball. Create a zip file. Search work on this. Count number of files. GCC. Install GCC package. How would you install GCC package?
Yum.
Sudo yum. You're doing good job. Sudo yum. Install GCC. And then it will ask you why. Just do why. Create users. Create groups. Add this. Add this. Add this. I don't think you will have problem with that. Do you? Do you think it will have a problem? Then change permissions. Sound familiar? We did CH mode and all. Right? Keep going. Keep going. Should not take, this whole exercise may not take more than 45 minutes. So what I would suggest is you try yourself. If you have a problem, watch recording. If you still have a problem, ask your team buddy or use WhatsApp. We have WhatsApp group. Join WhatsApp group, ask question. But last thing you do is without practice, you walk in next week. What will happen? Your foundation is going to be weaker. I will not be able to build on top of that. At this moment, you're no longer average Linux user. You are learning a lot more advanced command. Already today, if you combine, we are already hitting like 45 to 50 commands. It's a lot of command you are running. But if you practice, you will remember it. Next week, we're going to do more. Most likely, next week, I'll teach you a lot more advanced command. And then we'll jump into Linux scripting, which is the programming aspect of that. And then we'll go further. Sounds good? I will keep creating material for you. You will promise me that you will do homework and attend the class on a regular basis. Don't come late. Attend class on time because I want to maximize 9 and 3 hours, whatever I have. Not only we learn it, we understand it, and we do quiz, and then I'll explain about it. And that's all I have for tonight. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. Those who are attending tonight class, you also going to take Saturday, 9 o'clock Python class. So Saturday, 9 o'clock Python class. And let's terminate our Linux. So we shouldn't be charged. So we'll go back to our instances, and any instance which is running, let's terminate it. So we will not be charged because right now the instance is running. You may want to click on that instance. You want to click on the instance, go to instance state and terminate it. So you can terminate the instance. So please understand, we have everything here. Go back to your terminal, right? And click on the check mark and go to instance state and terminate. And when you terminate, boom, it will be deleted. And done. Will not be charged for that. Thank you so much. Good night. And I'll see you guys on Saturday, 9 o'clock. Okay, stay tuned. I'll post the recording as available, but otherwise you guys are doing great. Thank you so much, guys. It was fun. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.